that. I said this federal stimulus money, if it gets to us, and just because they voted doesn't mean we get it. We have to get it. If we get the money, it was basically we were counting on it to help the budget if we got our fair share of Medicaid monies and enough monies to replace the governor's cut in the education budget. Those were the two things we were really counting on. We are also counting on savings for a Tier 5 from labor. Otherwise, this city is just not going to be able to continue to provide services. Our pension and health care costs will be another $3.3 billion more 7 years from now than they are today. Today it's $6.3 billion. In 7 years, it'll be $9.6 billion. We just don't have, and aren't going to have a tax base to be able to do that, not unless we cut lots of other services and lots of employees. So we're counting on all of these things. We also are counting on the economy not going down further than what we have projected. And so far, our tax projections, with the exception of transfer taxes, which we had very low, but I think we cut that estimate in half, but it's still a very small amount of money. Sales and personal income tax and business taxes, last time I checked, there's a little noise in the data, but they were tracking roughly what we had predicted. But we've got to make sure, and that's why Ed Skyle is up in Albany, that we get our fair share, what Senator Schumer promised when the legislation was passed. We've got to get that monies to help us on the Medicaid side, and we've got to get the education monies distributed fairly. New York City has 40% of the population of the state. We send 50% of the state's tax revenues up to Albany, and we have pedagogical expenses because we have a lot of English language learners and special ed kids here, and it costs more to do business in New York City. We have to get a fair share that legitimately covers our costs. And I understand the politics of splitting up monies, but those are the things that we said. And we're fundamentally, if assuming we get those monies, we will balance our budget. Now, we're going to have a problem next year. We're always going to have a problem.